Right guys, so today's something a bit different. I'm going to be walking St Mary's Loch, also known as the Ring of the Loch. There's Lingo, that's where I stayed last night. So walk round there. It's just right at the beginning of the walk, and then you hang in at that little telly mast. Maybe that's the way I should have pointed my mobile phone last night for a better signal. So yeah, lush day for it. That wind's going to kick in later. I was supposed to be at one of the hills last night, but a series of separate events made that impossible. So come out and get a bit of exercise today. I'll tell you what, I missed a cracking good sunset up the hill last night, but things for reasons. I get a bit extra exercise today. Right, let's do the Ring of the Loch. I always fancy coming up here every time I've drove the road past St Mary's. There's a finger post for the kirkyard of St Mary's up the hill. Today's the day. I'll take a picture of that, and if you want to pause it and have a read, it's very good actually. It's an historic place, but its history is one where fact and legend meet. It is said that this is the very kirk in the forest where William Wallace was proclaimed Guardian of Scotland, and the Douglas tragedy at nearby Blackhouse Tower, where Lord William was going to be eloping with Lady Margaret Douglas. He slew her father and 7 brothers, but he was mortally wounded himself, and Lady Margaret herself died of grief. So that's a bit of a sad one, isn't it? A bit pointless. See, violence solves nothing. It's said to have had its final tragic chapter at this very spot where the 2 lovers were buried. I'll be honest, that's not a bad view for Blinken churchyard, is it? So I think I'll have 5 up here. And I'll go and have a tubby round the gravestone, see if they've got dates on and stuff. Right. 1882. I used to do this when I was a nipper. I used to like going to the local cemeteries and trying to find the oldest grave. Yeah. Obviously long before Netflix was invented. And kids used to go out and play, do interesting things. Oh, and then we used to do grave rubbing, not robbing. We used to do grave rubbing as well. You would get some greaseproof paper, and you would come and they would put it on there, then rub chalk over it and stuff. Remember? So yeah, there's no church here anymore, obviously, but what an evocative place, isn't it? Right. And look at the views. Wow. I'll have to stop stopping. It'll take us a lot longer than 3-4 hours, this. So yeah, the kirkyard at St Mary's. Well worth a little detour up for to have a look at this. There's a nice little bench outside as well. Love a nice little bench. And see the bits of metal there? They'll have probably been cut off for the war when all the metal was sort of scavenged everywhere off railings and all that, wasn't it? For with the war effort and make bombs and planes and bullets. I'm just guessing at that, mind, because I know that's happened around Forest Hall. Crikey. That's done that. That's enough for me. I'll get off, have a bit packed lunch and crack on. Lush day for it. And just the right size, what I'll be looking at about 8 miles, 7 miles around the loch, little bits of detours, and I've got another detour I want to do, and I might come back and have a look at some old Basil house over there, so 8.5 miles max, but I think if you're just doing the loch walk it's about 7. For my fitness levels, that's enough for me at the minute. Right, so coming up to the first major turn, so I've done all along the main road. I'll be heading off that way somewhere. It's very well finger posted, so that'll do me. And then across to in yonder distance and back round. So I'm just wondering where I'll have lunch, because I didn't have lunch at the graveyard. Just didn't seem right. Didn't seem right. But then again, why not? Sit and have lunch at a blinking graveyard. I'll be honest, it's because I suppose I'm not that far into the walk. I would rather be, you know, a good halfway round. And then bust up me dinner. Let me sell a brew. I've got a can of 7-Up. Lush. Right. So if you're a bit unsteady on your feet, watch yourself in certain parts. You'll certainly not be able to push a pram up here. And it's definitely not wheelchair accessible. Right, that's a nice picture, that. Walking along and I'm seeing this and I'm like, oh, some kids lost their Darth Maul mask. That's not a Darth Maul mask. That's some scruffy buggers, undercrackers. Oh, what the hell's going on there? Darth Maul, bloody arse maul. Whack. Dirty sods, how can you lose underpants like that? Eh? I would have got knocked off my mum if I came home and I'd lost my pants. So this little woodland section off the walk, and it takes you off the perilous road that you weren't really supposed to be on. A little bit sketchy, I'll be honest. If you've got kids that's, you know, maybe under the age of 10 or 12, I would attach a piece of string to them or something so that they don't fall off the edge. Down there, hold on. See, yeah, straight down there. They've totally scuffed themselves. Please don't tell me that's another pair of pants. So I get sketchy this part of the walk. It doesn't really tell you where it's going. We could do with a nice little finger post now, couldn't we? Yeah. If I've missed a turn, I don't know. Got new glasses on, I'm not seeing much. Crikey. Don't bring your nana down here. Dear me. Right, that's apparently the way down. So is that. I'll see you at the bottom. There's a wee snake. I've just been attacking. Frog. It was right on its back. It was right on the bloody frog's back. Oh, there we're gone. The scourge of the waterways. Some buggers' pants. Oh, I had my head, but oh, not a t-shirt. Oh, thank God for that. I was going to say I had my head bent right down there. It's just a t-shirt. I wish I'd got the snake on top of the frog's back. Shot. Yeah, me. That was a bit erotic. I don't know if I was hitching a ride or if he was trying to infiltrate it. And it's just, I was lost in my own thoughts. Watch where I was putting my feet. I've put my head up and there we go. That's the end. So I've done one side and the side going back so it looks faster. To be honest, I've been on about 3 hours already. But I've had my dinner stop. Had a few stops for filming. I went up to the kirkyard. A couple of detours. Usual Donna. Yeah. So yeah, just a little matter now. Across there. And then back that way. I done a lot of that last night. I took a walk up into the forest just for to see if I could get up and onto the hills up there easy enough. Or maybe take a tent. But you know what? I've really enjoyed coming out just for the hike today. I'll probably have another van night where I am. That means it'll be Thursday tomorrow. And I'll probably head home tomorrow. I've been out since last Thursday. So if you have had 3 van nights and 3 tent nights so far, I think the van will win it. Rita, I'll catch you over the other side. Wonder if he's good on them machines at the fairgrounds. You know, when you get that clasp in hand and you've got to drop it and grab a teddy or a packet of tabs. Or that elusive £50 note. Oh, look at that, he's showing off there now. He's got a couple. Give the man a raise. Hey. So this is the March wood. And there's great history behind the wood if you want to check it up online. Google it. March wood. Fantastic history. But like it said on the information board back there, which I didn't take a photo of, a lot of the trees are coming to the end of their natural life. So they are doing a bit of replanting of trees which would have been native to the woods hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And have a little explore, Because I've got to love a nice wood and just to got to hug a tree sometime, haven't you? Yeah. Right. March Woods, well worth a visit. Oh, neat. What's that? There we're gone. That's me. That's me Belingo. Back to start. I'll be honest, I'm blinking knackered. Really enjoyed it. I've been out 5 hours, I'm not going to lie. Had a good few rest stops. I went up to see the old kirkyard. I had a good explorer, March Woods. I've just been talking to a nice lady there for about 15 minutes. Couple of packed lunches. It's been a perfect day out. So this is the Ring of the Loch walk. I highly recommend it. I'll be honest, I like this side better. I like that side up to the kirk, and then when it continues, when you're walking on the hillside, that's nice. As soon as you drop down on the road, then it's that all the way to the middle bit, the Tibby's place. That was a bit boring. But yeah, as soon as you get back on the other side of the yacht club, great stuff. So DVS reporting from St Mary's Loch. Give it a bash. Toodles.